On to prepping your child for college. The College Prep Genius joins us live next. Welcome back. Time right now is 8:49. Gorgeous skies out there. They just keep getting bluer and bluer as the morning goes on. Big changes are coming to the SAT next month. There are concerns that it could be unfair to some students. Burk is known as the College Prep Genius, and she is joining us live to break it all down. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. A lot of parents and students interested in this. So tell us a little bit about what changes are coming to the SAT.
Well, some of the biggest changes are the formatting went from 10 short sections to 4 long sections. The scoring went back to 1600. And I think one of the problems that students are having is the writing section used to be optional for a lot of schools. Now the writing is combined with the reading, so no longer can colleges ignore it.
Oh, interesting. So how can students prepare for this?
Well, I think the biggest mistake that a lot of students make is they approach the SAT like it's a normal test at school, and lots of smart kids bomb it. This is really a logic test, and the questions are purposely misleading, and the wrong answers look very appealing, and they trick the kids. So you have to approach it not as reteaching high school and learning a bunch of math and a bunch of vocabulary, but approach it more like it's critical thinking and learning how to eliminate the wrong answers first, which will leave you with the right answer.
So why are these changes coming to the test? Is it supposed to make it easier for kids to score better, or why these changes?
Well, money. When the president of the College Board took over about 3 years ago, 1.8 million students took the ACT, 1.7 million took the SAT. And so that was the first time in history that the ACT takers gained an edge. And so they wanted a piece of that pie, to get more kids to go back to the SAT. So they just changed the whole formatting up to look more like the ACT.
Oh, interesting. So how important is the SAT over the ACT in being a barometer of success in college and measuring students' eligibility?
Well, first of all, every college takes SAT or ACT. It doesn't matter. They're very similar. So if you're studying for one, you're studying for the other one. So it doesn't matter which one. Every college will take them, and if they prefer one, they'll convert the score. But the reason why they're so important is because a 4.0 at one high school is not the same 4.0 at another. Every school calculates their scores differently. So the only fair way that a college can compare all students, whether you're public school, private school, homeschool, no matter what state you live in, is the SAT, because it levels the playing field. And colleges get their rankings because of test scores. So the higher your score, the more money you get.
Interesting. And I thought something else that was really good to know for parents is that with these changes are coming more accessible SAT preps and some fee waivers for getting ready for the SAT. Is that right?
That is correct. Fee waivers will pay for your test, up to 4 free tests per year in the junior and senior year. Just see your guidance counselor about those. Those are available for everybody. And the stipulations depends on what school you go to. Some schools you have to be on free or reduced lunches, and some schools you don't have to be. There is the Khan Academy that does offer free test prep, but they've been offering it for years. They partnered with the College Board. Now they don't teach strategies or shortcuts. They do teach content, which is okay, because some students might need some basic math. So you want to use the Khan Academy as a resource for subject matter, but not necessarily to learn how to ace the test, because every question can be answered in 30 seconds or less once you understand the strategies. Now, they're not going to teach that.
Right.
That's what we do, but it's a good resource.
Interesting. One last question I want to ask you, and just very briefly, with these changes, do you have any recommendations for parents or students on whether they should choose to take the SAT or the ACT?
No, it doesn't matter. It makes no difference. Try them both. You can actually download a free test from both the ACT website and the SAT website. Have your child take both of them at home, kind of get a barometer, a baseline score of which one they do a little bit better in. But really, honestly, they're 99% the same test. So it really doesn't matter.
So just see how you do on either one and take that one. All right, thank you so much for joining us. Great information, very helpful for parents and students this morning.